Doesn't matter.
All right,
Hey, there's concerns.
I've unmuted us,
Yeah,
so.
you're gonna make a supervisor out of him, yeah.
No, no. Mm-mm.
Well, it's 9 o'clock, Allison, I guess maybe you.
Okay. Call to order the May 28th, 2014 meeting of the Warren County Planning Agency.
Washington.
Washington County, I'm sorry, Washington County Planning Agency. That's how I'm reading it. We have 2 members here, so we have a quorum. Then if you'd like to.
Sure. We have 4 general municipal law 239 and referrals today. And the first is a project under the Town of Fort Anne Planning Board, consideration for approval of a site plan. Applicant, it was DeShaw Repair, 10398 New York State Route 149, and the project is to establish a car repair business. The purpose is that it's 500 feet of New York State Route 149. And then I have several comments and notes. There's no physical changes to property proposed. There's an existing building to use as a garage. It's 40 by 60 feet, up to 30 parking spaces, open hours 8 to 5, and no road signage. They don't plan on putting road signage up. The images show that the existing building is set back from the road. They'll have a marked 175 gallon tote for waste oil removal. And the used oil will be processed through a waste oil furnace at the shop location. And I just tagged that to Deb to ask her what is a waste oil furnace, perhaps Tim, you know, but I don't know what it is. It must be some kind of environmental safety, but I don't know what it is. Lights on both sides and ends of the building. The project is inside the APA. So I'm wondering if we'll see a jurisdictional sort of notice at some point. Because it's in moderate intensity, and then I looked at some of the jurisdictional points and it looked like it might come that way. So I don't know. That's up to them, of course. But Moose Hill at Campground, Hadlock Pond, Hillbilly Park are all kind of clustered around this property. It's in the Hadlock Pond watershed, and wetlands are on the southeastern edge of the property. And then they have well water and septic system, which was built in 2023.
Yes, I think that the APA jurisdictional, so particularly if the wetlands are involved, that we might need to comment on that. Should ensure that.
Ensure that the APA jurisdictional determination.
Yes. Using
Saw.
your. 30 parking spots seems like a lot, but I guess. Because the concern, I guess, with these types of uses we've seen is storing cars for long periods of time.
Storing cars and the potential for leakage and what kind of mitigation do they have to be made there. So those are considerations are. And it would be the planning agencies relevant to be considered the watersheds.
Right.
Obviously, they'll have to inspect his ID and B, or sort of their filing to be an official repair shop, so. They'll have to undergo a DMV inspection.
Oh, DMV.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you look, they included their repair shop requirements, so they need to prove that they will be able to apply.
So outside of the APA land use, Fordham doesn't have zoning.
Right.
Yeah.
The environment and obviously everything.
And there's that little bridge or stream from Headlock, it's really too far past it.
So I was looking at the map to see. Yeah, there's a little brook right there that runs kind of right next to that.
The Headlock washed down.
I was thinking about that as well, that there was a washout at some point with the dam for Hadlock.
Yeah.
It's, I guess, well fortified now. I mean, they've done extensive work on it, from what I understand.
Mhm.
Would it flood that property if it?
Is that stream running on the?
Streams, if you look at this,
Oh,
So I
see.
think this is where he's talking, here is this loop down in here, the stream runs right up in behind that.
is the bridge is probably Maynard's property here, this property, just 42. This property, I think, used to have a trailer on it. I think the stream runs right through here. That's the bridge. It's a stream.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah,
This is back where he's talking, right, that loop. If you look
Yeah, that
at
little kind of loop right here.
Mhm. So there is a decent buffer in the stream and it goes. Yeah. Oh, okay, so here it's gonna be on the,
Right, so here's the, here's the stream, so the building, so it's the existing one. As soon as this guy right here. So the stream is back. Close enough, there could be some.
Just a pool here too.
Yeah, moves a lot. Oh, yeah. Literally right behind it.
oh, yeah. Good comment about making or ensuring that tree buffer stays there between the proposed use and the adjacent neighbors. I don't know whose property that's on, that's.
What I have is, two comments, for the APA jurisdiction aside, and then for tree buffer means, between proposed use and adjacent neighbors.
And I guess also the stream.
Straight pool.
Yeah,
What's the street?
it's a Bishop Creek, was that what it's called?
Bishop Reeve. Oh, adjacent neighbors and stream and Bishop Stream. And these are just as comments.
Anything else in there, Tony?
Nope.
Okay, well, I'd make a motion that this is a matter of local concern with comments as stated by Pamela.
Second.
All in favor? All
Yeah.
right, motion carries.
We need to disagree on one.
The second project this morning is a referral under the town of Granville as a planning board consideration for approval of site plan. I confirmed that with the planning board secretary, because she had they're sent in the application front sheet with an underline under town, so I just make sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, applicant Patrick Kayaza, 9470 New York State Route 22. Project is for 2 self-storage units. And the purpose of the reviews for is because of 500, it's 500 feet of New York State Route 22 and an ag operation in Ag District 1. And I just made a comment that the total size footprint of the 2 storage units is 4,200 square foot total. And there's the share. They sent a revised one in, but if I penciled in where the gravel drive is because it wasn't really dark on the drawing. It's darker on the original drawing that they sent, if you'd like to see it here. I just wanted it clear.
Oh, there's 2. Oh, these dotted.
Yeah.
This is changing.
It looked like there's a lot of grade. Those are 1 foot contours, so there's some steep grade in the back, and so maybe this is the only entrance egress that could muster. Maybe it's already exists. I didn't quite get that. The little entryway onto the property, that little is that already there?
Oh, yeah, it's a state right away. And they have curb cuts in right there.
Paper.
You know, the Carabelle's got tractor trailer from there now, spray it.
And it's a slate fill or something?
Also, years ago, I had a building on it, they brought blocks and they roof and slate out of it, but they demolished the building.
Oh, okay.
This is gonna be a great, great spot for storage units, because you can't do anything else with it.
Right, because of what you described, it sounds like there was a certain amount of weight already on this fill area, and these
Well, it's kinda
units
like
won't even match that. Okay.
Something about slate. He's gonna put up, barriers in the back of the property. And he told me that. So I drive in and back out, he's not gonna really turn around because that's what people start hitting buildings. Drive in and back out. We're playing the flag right there too.
This is like a self-storage facility?
Yeah.
Backing, as Route 22 there, looks like a straightaway is backing out going to be a concern. Backing
No,
out.
they have turnaround, they pull right in, there are 2 cutouts for, they're probably 40-foot wide cutouts in the road.
Okay,
It's all hard right here, no egress and access is gonna be very, very easy.
So it'll be like a one-way, like you come
Oh.
this
Well, you
way.
can come in either way, you know.
oh, so the drive, the people accessing will not be backing out onto Route
Well, no,
22,
when
okay,
they
I
leave
misunderstood.
that access area and they drive down between the buildings, drive in, back out because turnaround, that's when he said they hit buildings.
I see, okay,
But there's no, everything on the road is gonna be forward access.
I see, thank you.
It is at it's not all that. But it butts the meadowy on the back end, and that's where that steep slope is, right?
Yes, and then to the north side of the property is Walker's has 2 cornfields right along the edge of 22A. Really, it's sort of used for the property, sort of.
And that concrete pad there.
Part of the old facility they had.
Now I see that drive now. looking
That's,
at it.
I
That makes
penciled
more
it. I
sense,
didn't want to use pen on
Yeah, Question?
No question.
You want a motion?
I will make a motion that it is a matter of local concern.
I will second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
The third project this morning is a referral under the Village of Fort Edward Planning Board consideration for the approval of a site plan. The applicant is Irving Consumer Products at 1 Eddy Street. Property that they acquired is the old Humvee Farm property, and then there's a place that's called like the old barber shop or the old, I think, old barber shop next to it, which they already had.
Dentist office?
Hmm?
Did it say dentist office?
Dentist.
Yeah.
Dentist.
Yeah.
I was like,
Say, Fitzy's being used.
That's true. 177 Broadway. And then this is phase 5 landscaping. So there's a photo in there. We have a pretty good idea what they mean when they say landscaping. They say it's going to be very similar. And they have a sign for Irving, an electronic sign now on the north side of the drive or the road that goes into the property. And then, so they're sort of finishing it off on the other side, from what I gather.
So like kind of do mirroring what's on the,
Mirroring, yeah, and it's, so far they've done a very nice, attractive, opinion attractive, and it makes kind of an e-way of sorts too. 500 feet of New York State Route 4, state-owned land containing public recreation area, which is the Yacht Basin.
I think that's nothing but an improvement, what's there now.
Certainly looks to make it safer to get in and out of the site launch. And everything too.
Yeah, because it is an odd hill coming down into.
So it's a matter of local concern.
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Great, the last one this morning is project under the Village of Greenwich Zoning Board of Appeals, consideration for the granting of special use permit. Applicant is the Church of Scientology. The address is 200 Main Street. And this is a special use permit for the church meetings in a commercial zone. It is within the zoning code too. And it's pretty straightforward in the site use plan for church buildings needing a special use permit. This is 500 feet of New York State Route 29 and also the municipal boundary of the town of Greenwich. And currently it's professional office leasing. And you have all the zoning regs in the packet there.
I think it was at the accountant's office.
I don't recall.
Right next to the YMCA there.
Yeah, it's right next to the YMCA. I did make a few notes. The site's not to be physically disturbed, so they're not making changes to the exterior. There's already existing water and wastewater in use as designed. I'd say the parking configuration and the complex, and there's a complex ingress and egress in that area, and so church service, increase of traffic, what have you, but it is an interesting thing to look at.
Yeah, I wonder if they could do like an in only on that one and have everyone go out on the Van Ness in the back. In the busy times. I don't know.
Yeah, I had a lot of pictures, so you could get a sense.
You can do it
of
from
that.
two sides, you really can't do it from the.
From that one side, yeah.
Just out of curiosity, so if you're standing on 29, looking at the Y, it's the building to the right.
Yes,
Office building.
yeah.
Now, right now, there's several different businesses in it. Is my understanding. So I'm wondering, are they taking an office or taking the whole building?
I was under the impression when I read the application, it's the whole building,
So,
but it didn't specify it.
Okay.
in the-
That's my first question. Second question is, and I'm not casting aspersions or anything, this is Church of Scientology. Is it just recognized churches that can come in and take over a building that it's off the tax rolls, I assume.
If they're renting, it wouldn't take it up.
It is.
Okay, they're renting it, so.
I don't know, I'm not sure if they are or not.
Yeah, if it's rental, it would. Actually. It was per the
Does it say that? Because
And I'm not clear on that.
I'm pretty sure this man called me to ask about buying building.
Hmm.
And I referred him to the village. 'Cause it was-
Looks
It
like,
would say.
they're just planning to occupy suite C right now, that's what the lease is for.
Is that what it
Is
says?
that what it
That's what
is?
it's at right now.
That answers that question, that would be the way the building is being operated right now. Is there's different suites, and I know there was one available.
Oh, yeah, so it says it's owned by Morass Holdings.
Yeah.
So not,
Says it's primary office use for study courses primarily.
That's, what I was going to note that, I was looking for that reference.
So that would remain on the tax rolls if they're renting.
Yeah.
Correct.
That'd be my understanding.
yeah, as far as. So it's not like large assemblies, it's more like classes there.
That sounds like
Interesting. That's what it is. That must be a big building.
So that's from code enforcement.
Bigger than it looks. but,
Yeah.
I guess.
Person that owns it has, there's different businesses. One office is people that manage rental properties around the state.
Okay.
Oh, yes, I think that drawing threw me off. I thought it looked like, because it's so big. It
Yeah.
looked like the whole building.
Yeah, great. It looks like they had split up already in those, that many rooms, right?
Yeah,
It's like the max occupants somewhere around 66 if every. all
they've been
were
advertised,
occupied.
suite or red for quite some time.
Yeah, 63.
Yeah, close.
So they 20, 10s, 30.
Max parking would be the only. Sir,
I think that parking lot closer to the one wide, you're gonna have funnel in up 28, the other two funnel out too.
yeah, they provided a pretty good breakdown, so they would easily fill that and then some.
Is there on-street parking here? Also, not on Van Ness, not on the back either,
I mean, way in the back.
like on Van Ness,
Yeah.
if they needed it.
Remember, we looked at the Y parking and wondered if there could be a Sunday share.
Sure, yeah.
Cause you're working on different types of,
Yeah, you are, and it can be busy Sunday, but it's not. On that end, it's probably not used, but the Y, I understand when I was on their board, they own further than where the parking lot is. They own some of the grass on the side of it.
Hmm.
So it is all their property. And, you know, whether they would let them use it, I don't know.
Well, the maximum occupancy doesn't mean that that's, it's gonna be used, so. I understand their constraints for their parking. Maybe people will walk.
I don't,
A lot of celebrities are saying they'll just be like helicopters.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Landing at the Argyle Airport.
Okay.
Nothing.
Alright, we'll make a motion in the matter of local concern.
second,
Yeah, all in favor?
notification to the town. or you already know, but.
They should probably do an official notification.
Should I add that as? a
Yes,
comment?
please. Matter of local concern with a comment that there should be an official notification to the town of Greenwich.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
And then we have an APA notice, Town of Putnam, Modern Intensity Resource Management Project is a 2-lot subdivision. Callings and written. Application received.
Is it this lot that crosses?
Yes,
Oh.
the 8.-1-.
Okay, so it's a natural division with that road too. Oh, I was looking at the wrong one, actually.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
actually,
it's-
section 8, block 1, parcels
That's-
1.1 and 1.8, I noticed both
Oh.
kind of
Huh,
highlighted, so they're not touching.
huh. Section 8, lot 1.
So we're.
Any other business?
No
All
other
right.
business today.
I will make a motion to adjourn.
No need for a second.
Sure, I agree.
No
with
need
that.
for a second.
All right.
All right, thank you.
The meeting doesn't end, it keeps going.